Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURZAHIDAH IZZATI, and here I will present our topic that we choose, which is Ar-Rahn and its practices in Islamic banking. Okay, so I will gonna start with introduction. So basically, what is Ar-Rahn? Ar-Rahn can be regarded as a permissible choice for Muslim in the country to borrow quick cash money. In Islamic law, Ar-Rahn defined, also known as a mortgage, collateral, and also a pledge. Sharia permits the Ar-Rahn contract. In literal, Ar-Rahn means constancy and continuity, or holding and binding. Meanwhile, technically, Ar-Rahn means taking a property as security against a debt, whereby the secure property can be utilized to repay the debt in the case of non-payment. Ar-Rahn in Arabic means al-subut wa al-dawam, which is fixed and eternal. Ar-Rahn also can be classified as not require any financial obligation on the part of murtahin, which is creditor, when the rahin debtor give him the pawn object. So, the purpose of Ar-Rahn is to convince the creditor that the debt will not simply disappear in the case of default payment on the part of the debtor. The practice of pawnbroking has long existed and been embraced by various communities in Malaysia. Ar-Rahn is a short-term financing method that are already used in Malaysia for a long time. In Malaysia, there has been a rise in demand for goods based on Ar-Rahn. So for the research objective, there are 4 points. The first one is Ar-Rahn concept play an important role in providing security for lender. The second, problem faced by the community that can be solved with Ar-Rahn product. The third one, define the issue that pertaining implementation of Ar-Rahn in Malaysia. And the last one is define the factors that influence the acceptability of Ar-Rahn. Okay, for the first point is Ar-Rahn provides security and protection for lenders. Ar-Rahn is a method that makes sure lenders have some sort of security against the loans. Lender can reduce the risk of defaults or financial losses by requesting collateral. Collateral serve as a promise to the lender that they will be able to take legal action if the borrower defaults on their financial obligation. The lender also has right to liquidate or sell the collateral in order to make up their losses if the borrower fails on the loan. Ar-Rahn also adheres to the principle of Islamic finance, which is forbid the collection or interest, riba, and encourage honesty and ethical business practices. In this case, Ar-Rahn seeks to safeguard both the pledgers and also the pledgee right. For overall, Ar-Rahn places a strong emphasis on fairness and honesty in business dealing. Okay, next, for the problem faced by the community that can be solved with Ar-Rahn product. For overall, I found 5 points for this problem. And the first point is financing for small and medium enterprises, SME. SME are essential to Malaysian economy but frequently face difficulty obtaining finance from conventional bank. By take asset like machinery, equipment or inventory as collateral, Ar-Rahn product can provide SME an alternate route for funding. This makes it possible for SME to get the money they require for working capital, business expansion or the investment in new project. So basically, in Malaysia, there are 3 main grouping in this classification, which is T20, M40 and also B40. The B40 is classified as low income group. So this B40 group can use Ar-Rahn as a financial tool given the multicultural nature of Malaysian society. When people in this group use Ar-Rahn items, they can receive some money in cash and right away. Okay, so for the example of the bank that provide this product is Bank Muamalat Malaysia. They are one of the well-known Islamic bank in Malaysia, so they can provide Ar-Rahn finance to help this SME group with their difficult access to capital. So for the overall will this help of this product, the SME can use their tangible assets as collateral to get finance for their operational requirements. So for the second point is assist small entrepreneurs in growing their own business. So according to some research conducted by Nik Hadian in 2016, consider the perspective of female entrepreneur at Pasaraya Siti Khadijah in Kota Baru, Kelantan. They discovered that Ar-Rahn can be useful financial tool for financing a small-scale business and also to assist female entrepreneurs in becoming self-sufficient. The results show that using Ar-Rahn product, the female entrepreneur can expand their business. It also can further assist female entrepreneurs in modernizing and expanding their own enterprises, become more lucrative venture. Okay, the third point is financing for agricultural activity. In Malaysia, agriculture is a significant industry. However, due to the nature of their assets, farmer and agriculture firms may have trouble to obtain the money. So, Ar-Rahn product can solve their problem, which is they can accepting farm machinery, animals, or agricultural land as a collateral. As a result, farmer and the agriculture business owner can obtain funding for their farm operations, equipment purchases, or agriculture investment. Okay, so in Malaysia, there are several banks that offer this Ar-Rahn product. One of the prominent example bank is Agrobank. Agrobank is a government-owned development bank that specializes in offering financial service to the agriculture industry.
Issues that pertain implementation of Ar-Rahn in Malaysia. The first one is lack of legal framework and jurisdiction on the governance of Ar-Rahn. The absence of a dedicated law or act to protect Ar-Rahn in transaction leave customers vulnerable to fraud. One solution could be the establishment of a specific legal framework or guidelines for Ar-Rahn transaction to ensure that the right and interests of all parties involved protected. This framework could be developed by the relevant authorities in consultation with Islamic scholars and industry experts. The second, lack of Sharia monitoring on Ar-Rahn transactions. Without a dedicated Sharia advisor board, it's become challenging to ensure that the Ar-Rahn transaction comply with Sharia principle. For Ar-Rahn institution, it is important to establish a Sharia advisory board that oversees and monitor the activity to ensure compliance with Sharia requirements. This board will play a crucial role in guiding the institution's operation and making sure that fee and procedure adhere to Islamic law. The third one is a lack of monitoring on the original ownership of marhun. To mitigate the risk of dealing with stolen or counterfeit gold, Ar-Rahn institution should establish clear guidelines on determining the original ownership to property, making it mandatory for changers to provide purchase receipt or other variable proof of ownership can help prevent fraudulent transaction. By enforcing this guideline, Ar-Rahn institution can protect themselves and their customers from potential losses. And the fourth, lack of guideline on determining the originality of marhun. To ensure the authenticity of gold used collateral, Ar-Rahn institution should involve reliable gold purity testing equipment. This equipment can help detect fake gold and ensure that only genuine gold is accepted to collateral. Additionally, institution may consider collaborating with authorized gold assayer of laboratories to verify gold quality. Setting clear guidelines on acceptable type of gold and their purity level can further enhance the integrity. And the last one is lift of Ar-Rahn business in rural area. To improve accessibility to Ar-Rahn service, it is important to expand the establishment of Ar-Rahn outlet in rural area and underserved regions. Ar-Rahn institution could conduct market research to identify potential location where there is a demand for their service. By establishing branches or adapting mobile outlet, Ar-Rahn institution can reach a wider customer base and ensure that individual in rural area that convenient access to the benefit of Ar-Rahn. And by assessing these key issues, the Ar-Rahn system in Malaysia can be strengthened and provide a more secure and reliable financial service to customer. It is crucial for the relevant authorities, industry, stakeholder, and Islamic scholars to collaborate in finding suitable solution and establishing a robust governance framework for Ar-Rahn operation in the country. Factors that influence the acceptance of Ar-Rahn. The first one is Sharia compliance. In Surah Al-Baqarah verse 275 tells about usury, which means those who eat usury cannot stand uprightly except as a process by Satan stagger because of his touch. This is because they say that indeed trading is just like a usury, but Allah has justified trade and forbidden usury. Therefore, whoever receives a warning with prohibition from his Lord and ceases from taking usury, then what he had previously taken before the prohibition is due, and his case is with Allah. And whoever repeats the act of taking usury, then they are the people of hell, they will remain therein. This verse clearly shows that anything involving usury should not be taken easily in a business transaction according to the Sharia aspect. The importance of Sharia law in the establishment of Islamic pounds tax system has been reviewed by Ismail and Sanusi 2005, where they have pointed out that Islamic principles such as Wadi'ah, Qardul Hasan and Ujrah need to be given carefully consideration in establishing in Islamic power tax. With the implementation of Wadi'ah, Qardul Hasan and Ujrah principle that eliminate the element of usury and gharar in the Ar-Rahn system. It has made Ar-Rahn very different from conventional power tax shop. This is suggests that Sharia view have a relation with the acceptability of Ar-Rahn. The second factor is pricing. The importance of pricing in relation to the pawn shop business. It is important issue in ensuring that customers are able to choose the Ar-Rahn service. The service tax charged by Ar-Rahn is low compared to the conventional power tax system, which is charged a benefit of 2%. The low charge rate by Ar-Rahn contribute to low financing costs and help to reduce the burden of customers to obtain cash. The rate charged by the bank has an Ar-Rahn scheme, for example, is lower than conventional power shop that charge 2%, and this show that it is important of Ar-Rahn shop to offer competitive rates that reflect the average price of the system in the market. For example, the study by Hanuddin Amin 2007, however, showed that the pricing system doesn't have a significant impact of the revenue of Islamic power tax shop. They agree that the pricing system is the main problem in introducing Islamic power shop. The second factor is collateral asset. Gold and jewelry items are valuable items that are always accepted by the power shop. The Ar-Rahn system only accepts the valuable items such as gold and packet goods of power items. In contrast to conventional power shop, they also accept items other than gold and packet goods as plaques, including in luxury watches such as Rolex and diamonds. For example, the Ar-Rahn scheme offered by Islamic banking institutions, including Bank Rakyat, only accept the gold as collateral. Currently, these institutions do not accept the use of other items as collateral. Gold as a cadangan asset has several advantages compared to other assets. It is easy to resell, easy to determine its authenticity, take up little storage space, and generally maintain personal ownership. Gold bars are easier to access as mortgage because of their stable value for a reasonable period of time and are easy to cash out or resell. In terms of cadangan asset, also suggested that it needs to be expanded and not only limited to gold. Instead, also accept other valuable items such as silver and luxury watches as a Rolex, which is it is also has a high value in contemporary business. The fourth factor is customer service. Customer service play an important role in conventional pawn shop. Pawn shop should offer quick and easy service for borrowing money. Business at a pawn shop is usually easier than a banking institution. This of obtaining loan at pawn shop is due to the low ability to repay debts and the failure to obtain loans from financial institution. The money borrowed needs to be backed by the plate asset. This include the retention of customer record, confidentiality of customer record, and fair service to every customer regardless of their religion and nationality. Service provider need to emphasize the quality of customer service to develop this Ar-Rahn business apart from its importance of Sharia perspective. The fifth factor is location. Location plays a crucial role in the success of a pawn shop. The importance of location for pawn shop emphasizes the need for pawn tech businesses to consider the optimal location for opening their shop. They also highlight the relatively low barrier to entry in the pawn shop industry. Interestingly, many pawn tech shops are situated in urban area primarily to facilitate convenient pawn transaction for customer. And the last factor is social influence comes in many forms and can be considered in terms of traditional value, social, peer influence, opinion, and sales and marketing. It occurs when top opinion or successes are influenced by others. There are three main things in social influence: are compliance, which is compliance, recognition, and introduction. Social information influence is the influence to access information from other as evidence of actual event. It is produced when a person feels uncertain either due to an error or a gap. There is a significant relation between social relationships with the desire to increase loans and purchase non-basic goods through loan. based on the study of Azli and Muhammad 2017, found that attitude and social influence have a positive relationship with the intention to buy a counterfeit product, while perceived behavioral control has a positive influence on the behavior of buying counterfeit product. Application of Ar-Rahn. First, application of Ar-Rahn as source of capital. Ar-Rahn is applied as a source of capital for starting a business. This is due to the existence of income gap in society. For example, those who with a low income do not get service from financial institution, even though they are a large group. In addition, there are many small scale trader in the community, and they are found everywhere. They consist of groups that have just started a business that require financial resource or capital depending on the type of businesses being run, starting from small capital up to thousands of ringgit. Hence, this Ar-Rahn scheme can contribute to their business by way of them making a plight of their asset. And second is Ar-Rahn is also applied as a new business opportunity that is a potential financial product. Ar-Rahn is also a benevolent business that also generate profit at the same time. The advantages of running this business are such as this business is legal in terms of law, has high safety characteristics such as the premise and the packed goods, and gold price is more stable, and the demand is high, and the percentage of unpaid loans is low because the packed goods are easy to sell. And the third is Ar-Rahn is applied in socio-economic development. Ar-Rahn is used as a principle that encourage saving and investment. For example, saving money in advance to buy packaged goods. It is common knowledge that the activity of buying and selling gold is a type of investment that multiplies profit through the difference in gold price and continues business using loan under the Ar-Rahn scheme. And the last one is Ar-Rahn is also applied in socio-economic development as a community service. The existence of Ar-Rahn scheme can fulfill the needs of low-income people to get cash in immediate rate. This is to prevent them from being trapped in unauthorized scheme. In general, a loan scheme are haram, charge high interest rate, manipulate the threaten and plagues life, and some plagues commit suicide because they are unable to repay the loan after being charged interest. That's all. For the conclusion, Ar-Rahn, also known as mortgage or security, is a permissible choice for Muslims in Malaysia to borrow money quickly. It is a concept of Islamic banking that involves the use of collateral to secure financial transaction while adhering to Islamic principle. Ar-Rahn serve as collateral for lenders and protect them from the risk of non-payment and financial loss. Collateral is used to ensure lender that they can take legal action if the borrower fails to repay the loan, and that property can be liquidated to cover losses. The practice of Ar-Rahn has historical roots in Islam, as illustrated by the example of the Prophet Muhammad SAW using his amour as collateral for a transaction. It has also been adopted by various communities, including Malaysia, which has had Islamic pawn shop since 1992. Ar-Rahn product based on Islamic principle provide an alternative financing option for individual and small and medium enterprise (SMEs). And they can help meet the financial need of the community, especially those who do not have access to conventional collateral, thus promoting financial inclusion and poverty alleviation. Ar-Rahn accept Ar-Rahn acceptance is influenced by factors such as affordability, efficient service delivery, Islamic awareness in the selection of Islamic paths, positive cultural views, and a fast application process. Overall, Ar-Rahn provides security to lenders, meet the needs of the community, and consist with Islamic financial principle. The use of Ar-Rahn has increased in Malaysia, making a viable choice for many bank and individual in the country. That's all from me. Thank you.